Hello and welcome, friends and family, and all light seekers. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my sacred space. Here there is love. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia here to do your daily pick a card. So, I do want to let you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, because I'm such a tiny channel, I feel like I can do shout outs to my subscribers and to people who have supported me. So I do have a list here. Now, I do want to start with someone I have called out before because I got a gift from my shell. And it is this beautiful howlite pyramid. And I want to show you how magical it is, but I also want to tell you. So it's very cold to the touch. And it's also very dense. But also, it has a little tingly feeling when I hold it. Kind of like when I eat eggplant or baba ganoush. My mouth gets a little stingy, and that's what I'm feeling here as I hold it. So I can actually feel energy coming from this. It's really kind of cool. Maybe not everybody has that experience with eggplant, but that is my experience. And is eggplant magical? Absolutely, eggplant is magical. There we go. We got to focus. Okay, so the names. Oh, yeah, my shell is the first one, but I also want to call out Anthony. I have a little list here. Hershin666 has commented several times, also subscribed, and I really love that. I also want to call out Girl with a Fox Hat. I also want to call out Adriel and Camellia. Those are several people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've called out 7 people. I think we'll leave it at that for today, and we'll call out some more people tomorrow. I really do appreciate your support. And those of you who haven't subscribed, now's a really good time to go ahead and, if you need to pause the video to subscribe because you might need to sign in, go ahead and do that. Also, I'll take any likes, that's the blue thumbs up, or even any dislikes that you have. I love comments. I love connecting with you guys in that way. Even though I really feel like we connect just this way. But again, I will really appreciate any comment that you have, unless it's mean, and then I will take that down. But other than that, criticism I can take. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about, well, first of all, let me tell you, I'm not going to do a thought of the day. What I'm shuffling right now is Doreen Virtue's, I don't remember what they're called. I think they're Doreen Virtue's Romance, but they're really about love, okay? And we are going to, everybody's going to get their own. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, cut the deck, pull a card, place it. And then we'll talk about the card toppers. Whoops. I thought I had a volunteer just for a minute there, but there's more than one volunteer. All right, let's go ahead. We have one more to put down, and then we will talk about those lovely card toppers, which I decided, since we were doing these Doreen Virtue love cards, that we are going to use my heart card toppers today. Now, here's the thing. I'm not really... Oh, you know what else? We're going to use the cat tarot. Oh, I also wanted to let you know that over on Instagram, I will have some unboxing photos, because it did come in a very cute package that I would like to share. So if you come on over and join me on Instagram, we will you can see how that was wrapped and boxed and everything. So about the card toppers. Now, I know the cards are kind of on here looking willy-nilly, but there's still 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the first one, we're just going, I do believe that this might actually be another kind of howlite. I'm not positive, so we're just going to call it, I'd like to call it the wooden rock, the wooden heart. It's not wooden though, so I'm just going to call it brown, I think. So yeah, I do have timestamps so that you don't have to wade through the whole video to get to your card. Although some people pick more than one card, and that's definitely fine to do. And then this is our cold black heart. Cold, black, and hard heart. You can see the lamp reflected. And then we're going to go ahead and call this gray, even though it's not gray. As I move it in the light, you can see all the beautiful colors. See, it looks gray, but then we turn it and let the red, oh, look at those sparkles. And let the light reflect off of it a certain way, and you can see, at least on this side for sure, a little bit better, some of the color that comes out with the light play. And then we have this green, this big fat huge green heart. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's see what we have. We're going to start with the brown rock. So if you need more time to choose which heart, oops, let's get this focused. If you need more time to choose which heart, go ahead and pause the video and take that time. I need a sip of coffee. Or should I say gulp? A gulp of coffee. A gulp. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is. Let's start with this card here. Okay, so what does this say? This Doreen Virtue card. It says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Wow. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Even in relationship, we should have control over our own lives. And if you don't, if you feel like your partner is controlling you or that you are being controlled by someone else, that is not healthy. Now, I can't say that just giving you a card saying free yourself is going to be the answer, because it won't be. This is quite a process, and I would suggest that if you find yourself in a controlling relationship and you're very unhappy, that you find some professional therapist to help you with this. And I'm not necessarily talking about couples counseling. Sometimes in some situations, it's very helpful to focus on yourself. Take back control of your life. So I'm going to put this card right here while we see what your tarot card says. And you have Temperance. So, Temperance. I love this card, and I love this little cat. I love these cats. So here's what's going on here. See the angelic, that's kind of a halo the cat has. And what I want you to know is that this cat is balancing and their animal self against their human self. So basically, when we're talking about temperance, we're talking about that balance. And also letting you know, see, he's not actually eating the fish. He's being very, very good. And rather than eating the fish, he's looking at the fish and drinking the water. So he's getting a little taste of what he wants, but he's not going all crazy and unbalanced about it. So that, coupled with the, let's see if we can get that, free yourself. It's all about balance, isn't it? So if you have this card today, I would say that if you are feeling controlled by someone, I just want you to kind of think about that and consider it. I don't want you to make any decisions about that today unless you just feel like, oh, I have been wanting therapy, and you call up someone. But I want you to know that the other message with this card is, for me, when I see it, because there, in most decks there is an angel, and in this deck it is the cat. The cat is the angel, because they are actually, being humane. Imagine that, a humane cat being humane with a fish. I just think these cards are so cute. I can't help but laughing. Is that you have that you do have guardian angels, that each of us do, that we have angel guides. We have earth angels that come and talk to us and give us signs. We have, um, it's a beautiful thing. So know that you have guardian angels. You can actually talk to them. I know it sounds crazy, but you can. You can talk to them. You can talk to your guardian angels even if you don't feel them or see them. They're there. And if you'd like to meet them, you can certainly start letting them know that. Um, Angels are funny though. Some of them are very shy. They know that. Well, anyway, I could talk all day about angels and say lots of weird stuff that maybe you have or haven't heard. But we're going to move on to our black heart here. And we're going to look at your Doreen Virtue card. And we're going to look at it right side up. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Let's look up close. I want to see what's going on here. It looks like the gondolier is an angel, and it looks like there is a couple there. So it's actually showing 3 members to this honeymoon relationship. And I'd like to add a little bit to that, of course. And that is that you don't have to be these 2 people. You can be the one person and find this bliss of honeymoon holiday. We are definitely very social beings, so it is important that we come out of our shells and do interact with other people. But as far as enjoying bliss and enjoying holiday and enjoying a honeymoon like spirit, that is something that we can do by ourselves. Especially if you don't feel like you can, then start working on how to love yourself in a way that you would like to be loved by a partner. That's a different way than you may have heard before. Okay, so what is this guy? He's so cute. He's the 2 of Swords. Open your mind. I know it's his mouth that's opened, but what this card is talking about is you have a decision on the horizon, something that you've been thinking about, something that it's time to decide what you're going to do. And with the honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of the holiday times together. I think it has something to do with thinking about how you're going to spend your time and how you're going to move forward during the holidays. Now, big social gatherings are not recommended at this time, not even with family. In fact, they have found that that must not be named the big sickness, the great sickness. You have some decisions to make, of course. And that is what we're talking about. I don't want you to make any major decisions right now. I want you to sit on this again. Sit on this and think about what it is you are going to do these holidays. And spending it with one person that you love is certainly not out of the question. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the gray heart that actually has multicolors. And let's see what your Doreen Virtue card says. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. What are we talking about? Let me see if I can suss this out. I think I'm going to have to draw the other card to see where we're going with this. And that's just fine. We'll do that. The Hermit. That's the Eye of Horus up there. Now, here we go. The Hermit. Okay. So, according to the cat deck in the little cat book, it says, you can learn a lot from sitting in a sack and just looking out And that's true. I have been a very introverted person. I know a lot of you don't think of me that way. However, I will say I did not speak unless spoken to in public until I was a freshman in high school, and that means even school. Unless a teacher asked me a direct question, I did not speak. Unless someone else asked me something or engaged me in conversation, I did not. I sat and looked and watched and learned a lot about people. I moved a lot too, so I got to see a lot. I've been in contact with so many people in my life because I've often worked with the public. So, yes, you can learn a lot, but there are times when you need to go ahead and make your presence known and peek out. Yes, this is going to, now I see it. Yes, this situation is going to mean that you're going to have to trust. You're going to have faith. You're going to have faith that you're going to be okay stepping out this time. As long as you wear your mask, I guess. And now you know, if you're not a masker, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Um, okay, so that's what we have. I know you're used to staying in your cave and peeking out at the world. And I know that sometimes you do kind of peek out anyway. But we're talking about something specific. We're talking about today. When you find this video, go ahead and have some faith and trust. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? You also have guardian angels. You know what? I get the feeling that you probably already know them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Let us look under, see what we have with the green, the green rock. Actually, it's not a rock. It's more of a crystal, or maybe even glass. I'm not really certain. I don't even know where I got this. If you know, say so in the comments. If it used to be yours and suddenly it's not. I don't know how it got here, I promise. Okay. No, I really don't. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, this doesn't just have to do with couples, okay? When's the last time you told your mom you love her? When's the last time you told your spouse that you love them? I know that's a couple. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and told yourself, I love you? Do it. Every little thing you've got to do it, do it, do it, do it. That's a Mr. Rogers song. And when you do, you'll know that you did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Okay, this is the Three of Wands. And I think we're going to read in the little book about the Three of Wands. It has to do with, well, let's look in the book. It definitely has, here, I'll put this right up here with this, and we will focus in on your card a little bit better here. And let's read about this Three of Wands with the kitten card. Here we go. Three of Wands. At the confluence of inner balance or our outward connections to the world, the Three of Wands promises something new on the horizon. Okay, so I had to look up that word confluence. I kind of, from what's around it, I kind of was able to kind of understand what it was. But when I looked it up, it really has a lot to do with teamwork and blending teams. Our teams blending together to do something. An inner balance, outward connections to the world. So it is time to go ahead and work together with a group. And don't forget, you might not want to say, I love you. That might not be the way that you express your love. But you can express your love through your teamwork. You can express your love in many other ways. If you haven't read the 5 love languages, You don't have to. You can actually Google it and look up what are the 5 love languages, and it'll kind of give you an idea what's going on. It's basically 5 different ways that people express love one to another, and what you prefer, what they prefer, that kind of thing. Um, so there, and it's also taught. Well, it goes on. There's more to it, but yeah, you don't have to read it. And so here we are. We've come to the end of our reading. I really appreciate you being here. I know I keep saying that. I sound like a broken record. Are we focused? Oh, it's because I had my hands up here. So here we are at the end. I hope you found this to be just what you needed. Please do what resonates with you and leave the rest. Please do not make, I almost said mind altering decisions, but don't make life altering decisions or changes based on any pick a card. As long as you want to alter your mind, that's fine. If this blows your mind, that's fine. I'm good with that. But don't make any of those changes based on a pick a card. Not even this one. Do connect with me on my other media platforms. For instance, I am going to put on Instagram the unboxing photos of this beautiful gift from Michelle and Thomas. What else? Book me for a personal reading if you're interested. You can reach me at www.tarotandcoffeewitholivia.godaddysites.com. All right. Thank you very much. See you later.